Well, it's going on day 3, and I thought it would be good to get on and describe what I'm doing and how I feel. So maybe I have some suggestions that are working for me that you might consider if you get the flu. First of all, my idea of not going to the doctor's office or hospital doesn't make any sense if you get sicker each day. I'm gonna at least call the doctor when she's opened, and if you're throwing up and dehydrated, or the pain is just too bad and you're coughing up, go to call a hospital that you're going to, get someone to drive you, or get an ambulance, and they come out and give you a respirator mask to come into the hospital with. So um, there's things they can do, and drugs they can use, and you may need to be on an IV. It's really easy to get dehydrated, and if you're throwing, I'm not throwing up, but I'm so sick of the stomach. I think that I could, if I had any real food. Also, limit what you eat, even if you're feeling a little better, or that eating will make you feel better. Just watch what you eat. Your body is struggling, is in a war, and can only handle little bits at a time. For me, the worst, today's worse than the past 2 days, and that didn't seem possible, but it's so bad today. The worst is the most indescribable headache, and it's so deep in my head and my neck and down my body, and then the myalgia, and your skin hot and then freezing, and then sweating and freezing, and that burning and freezing, and it feels like every organ in my body is bruised and every muscle is bruised. For me, I need drugs to get through this. I couldn't do it without drugs. Vicodin, that's all I have. So I started off with 10 milligrams of Vicodin this morning, and 20 minutes later I bit off another piece of it, and that's why I'm able to even talk, but it's really still bad. I mean, give me Vicodin if I had Percocet, if I had Demerol, if I had Diprovan. Oh, God forbid. I'm gonna hold it down. It's just this. When it's at its worst, I pray, or not even pray. I've just been walking around talking to Jesus. Jesus is who I have a personal relationship with, but everyone has their own relationship with their Creator. So I would recommend talking to God, and it's a great comfort. And I mean, I'm talking to him like he's my friend, which he is, like they say, but I think some Christians get carried away with that. He's also, the Alpha and the Omega. He's really holy. So even though he's a friend, can't forget who he is. But he's very true to help. But if you're Jewish, don't talk to Jesus when your family members are around, because they don't appreciate it. They're scared enough of you anyway. Although when we had a hurricane and our windows blew in, my dad thanked Jesus for that, so he's pretty cool. The worst thing for me today, even as bad as every other symptom is this headache. So I'm not a big caffeine addict, but I usually drink caffeine in the morning. So I drank sipping on Coke, and that seems to help a little bit. I don't know if it's good or bad, but I think that if you have caffeine addiction, you don't want to come off it now because of the headache. And I haven't smoked for a couple of days, so depending on how you're coughing. For some reason, I'm not coughing, even though my chest hurts. But I had a smoke because I thought, this is a bad time to detox from addictive substance because of anything to make this headache go away. If you're throwing up and everything for more than a day, or even not more, you can't replace those fluids and electrolytes. I've been trying to get a good liter of Gatorade in a day, sipping on that ice cold, and especially the fruit punch one. I like that. But if you're too sick to drink, and especially if you're throwing up and have diarrhea, which I haven't had, and I'm not doing that, thank God, but go to a hospital. They'll need to set up an IV. I can see that because I can see where this can kill you. What else? I had all these things I was going to share about how I think would help to get through it, but I don't know if I'm going to get through it, so it's pretty sick, but I'm pretty sick. Whatever you do, don't go out in the public without a mask. It's just not fair. It's putting a death sentence on someone because you could pass it on to someone who will definitely pass it on to someone who will die. And be a humanitarian and do the right thing. Stay home and call your doctor, and if you have to go into the doctor or the hospital, make sure they know so they can give you a mask. It's just, this will kill people. I hope it doesn't kill me.